Hello, viewers. I've been watching Reno Omokri for a while now, and I was like, what is wrong with this guy? How he's spewing anti-Igbo comments on Twitter and elsewhere. I don't know his intention, whether it is to instigate ethnic hatred against the Igbo. Meanwhile, I have told all Igbos in authority to take note in case of anything, because trouble starts little by little. We don't pray that this escalates. So Reno talks as if he's the only one that understands history. And we have been among those who are clamoring that history should return to our schools. But not such histories to be told in parts. No. Let the history be told as a whole. Yeah, you don't come and just tell people, oh, Nzogbu, Kaduna, killed Ahmadu Bello's wife. There are other things that had to do with this story. Of course, we will not support things like that or say, oh, Nzogbu did well. No, we will not support that. But there is how these stories are supposed to be told. First of all, what is the intention of sharing that particular part of the history? A lot of things happened. Nigeria did not start in 1966 during the coup. Many things happened. So you can't be telling them in parts. What is the motive behind that? And people like Reno, and many of them will still tell you, Nzogbu is Igbo. Of course, we Igbos do not deny the Delta Igbos. Nzogbu is from Opanam in Delta State. Some of these areas today do not see themselves as Igbo, but many identify as Igbo. We are behind Nzogbu. We are not saying we support killing and killing. No. We will still hold that Nzogbu is an Igbo. Yeah. But if you check that coup, 1966 coup, the participants were not only Igbos. In fact, among the 5 majors within Nzogbu was Demoyega, who wrote the book Why We Struck. So what are you trying to tell me? For those who spew that is an Igbo coup, how is it an Igbo coup? These were certain majors in the army. They decided to carry out an operation. They agreed and carried out. They did not do it on behalf of Ndigbo. And I'm sure the civilians were not consulted before the coup happened. It happened that some people said, okay, it was the BBC that did spread that it was an Igbo coup, and others copied. It wasn't an Igbo coup. Even Obasanjo has debunked that. There are a lot of people that were mentioned in connection with that coup. But what happened afterwards? The 1966 pogrom, the killing of civilians, Igbo people in the north. Then, it started with killing of Igbo officers in the army. Almost all of them were killed, including an attempt on Ojukwu's life. Agironsi died for that. A lot of Igbos died, and that was what led to Biafran War. People decided to go their separate ways. After the killing, Gowon was the first person to announce that this country cannot remain one. The popular announcement he made, Araba pronouncement. Afterwards, it's like the British called him, you guys will lose. Our intention, Nigeria is a British enterprise. The intention was to keep Nigeria. So they called him back. So Gowon reneged on his earlier comments. So back to what Reno Omokri was saying. And Nzogbu killed Ahmadu Bello's wife. Now, if you listen to what Bembulie said in his book, Bembulie was also one of the participants. There was no plan to kill certain people. The plan they had was not to kill certain people. Maybe in the midst of trying to carry out the operation, certain things happened, which I am not here to approve of that. But if you want to tell stories, you don't cut part of this and just present like that. Nigeria has been before that. And the massacre of Igbo people en masse has been before 1966. We've heard of that of 1945, I've been 1940. And if you want to talk about the coup and what followed, Igbos were the most casualties, maybe as a result, and even before the coup. So what are we saying? What is the intention of Reno Omokri? Why is he spreading it as if it was only the part where Ndigbo killed Ahmadu Bello and his family and some of the members of his family that happened? No, it was not only that part. Now, he wants people to come and argue it. What are we going to argue? There were several related activities in connection with that. So how can you just single that out? Hey, we should argue whether Nzago, Igbo this, Igbo that. That is rubbish. I can debate Reno Omokri on that. I know so well about the coup. Yes, I wasn't around, but I've read so much materials on that. So I used to ask myself, why bring it up? Yes, history needs to be studied in our school, but why bring it up separately? There is a whole story behind the whole thing. Meanwhile, why I decided to talk about this video is because of a recent Reno's comment directed at El Rufai. I said, oh, he has left Ndigbo for a while, because for a long while, it is Ndigbo. He has left them. He has been attacking Peter Obi. So, there is something about Reno Omokri. I don't even want him to hail the Igbos or hail us. Because when people like that, there's this popular saying that is used for people who talks anyhow, who has no base, anywhere beleface. So when Reno Omokri criticizes Ndigbo, it's very okay. I'll be afraid to see people like that commend Ndigbo, because I know the type of person he is. I don't expect any commendation from people like that. Now he's attacking El Rufai. El Rufai this, El Rufai that because El Rufai was not given position. Meanwhile, El Rufai guys are replying him. Reno is no longer attacking Tinubu because Tinubu is in power. What Reno does actually is, if you are not within the corridors of power, he will attack you just to please the person in power, so that the person might decide to, oh, Reno, you've done well. Come and get appointment. That is what he does. He wants, he doesn't abuse or curse or attack the people in power, because he's looking for something from them. So he will only attack their opponents. People like Peter Obi. He will attack Peter Obi. Peter Obi has ignored him for a long while. If you look at what Reno said about Peter Obi in the past, and what Reno is saying about Peter Obi presently and around that election time, you're like, how can clean water and gutter water come out from the same channel? Clean water and gutter water. You wonder, is it not Reno Omokri that was hailing Peter Obi a particular time? No one like Peter Obi. Is it not still Reno Omokri that was saying all of this mess about Peter Obi? That's to show you Reno might have targeted something from Peter Obi and he did not get it. So he's anywhere beleface. He's about what he will get. Now he's attacking El Rufai. Now I would like to show us a video. You know, as at the time this video was done, Tinubu was not in power. And Reno would like, how can I withdraw all this video from air? Reno were like, oh, he wish he would withdraw all of this video. Reno said horrible things about Tinubu. And I don't know whether Reno is in Nigeria yet. Maybe he's afraid that though he had a handshake with Tinubu in London, but maybe he does not trust that handshake. Then Tinubu was not in charge. Tinubu was not at the helm of affairs in Nigeria, as in being the president as he is now in Asoro. Reno said horrible things about Tinubu.
Bola Tinubu was involved in a white heroin cartel. Bola Tinubu is a known drug lord. 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 I challenge you to deny it or take it.
So you understand where Reno puts his mouth. Now he will not say anything about Tinubu. He wants to come into Nigeria. Remember, during Buhari's time, Reno escaped being picked up by security operatives. By a whisker. Since then, he has not come to Nigeria. I don't know whether he's back, whether he has been, Now Tinubu is in power. He will not he will not say anything about Tinubu. But I like internet, it doesn't forget. All of what Reno said about Tinubu is recorded, and Tinubu saw them. Thanks for watching. Please share widely as you watch. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. I'm Azuka Oje. Bye-bye for now.